Hello guys, welcome to the session. This is Trishir. Today we will be solving Olympiad sample papers. I will just give you the clue how to solve. You will solve it and after some time I will reveal the answer for the question. So let's start. Firstly, NSO. And if plus is called into, minus is called division symbol. X is called as minus, into is called as minus, division symbol is called plus, then what will be the value of 16 divided by 64 minus 8 into 4 plus 2 equals. So just substitute the symbols, the other symbols. Like they have given the logic right, minus is divide. Instead of minus, put division symbol. So your time starts now. You will get 25 seconds. No, sorry, 15 seconds. Time's up. So the answer is 16. Next question. Select a figure from the options which will continue the same series as established by the problem figures. Just observe this figure, then just name the series. Identify the series which is going on here. Okay. Okay. Your time starts now. Stop. The answer is D. Option D. Next. How many 5s are there in the following sequence such that the sum of the two immediately following digits is greater than the sum of the two immediately preceding digits? Read the question carefully. It's actually very easy. You will get the answer. Your time starts now. Note that this is not a problem solving session. These are the problems for you to solve to get good scores in Menti. Time stops now. So the answer is 3. C. Option C. Anuradha remembers that her friend had visited her after 13th but before 18th of that month. While Anuradha's sister remembers that Anuradha's friend had visited after 16th but before 20th. If it was Saturday on 16th of the month, then on which day of the week Anuradha's friend visited her? Read the question carefully and answer. I'll give you 10 seconds to think about the answer. Then I will just tell the answers. Okay. Just remember for 10 seconds you should know the thing. You should read the question. Afterwards you can practice these types of questions. You will get good scores in your Olympiad. So your time starts now. Time stops now. So the answer is C. Which of the following alphabet will be on the face opposite to the face having alphabet X if the given sheet of paper is folded to form a cube? So this question I think Pramod has discussed it in the previous week. So you should know the technique. These questions, by the way, were discussed last week by me for any NCO and IEO, and Pramod had discussed about NSO. I have even discussed about IMO questions, the type of questions which might arise in the exam. So based on that only these questions are framed. You should know the answer. So time is up. The answer is A. Z is the answer. No, sorry, not Z. D is the answer. Why? Y is here, right? This is the answer. NSO. Which of the following, this is the same stage. Okay, sorry. Now science. It's related to your syllabus. Don't worry. Which of the following body moves with uniform velocity? Which of the graphs shown here is a graph of distance against time for distance? Seventh standard obviously you should know because it covers your whole portion. This thing is there in your thing, in your this thing syllabus. So answer is A obviously. Rima prepared an indicator paper by dipping a paper strip in a solution of X. She put a few drops of an unknown solution Y which contains H plus ions less than OH minus ions on this paper. She observed that the color of paper turned yellow. What could be the solution? X. Obviously it's methyl orange. You know that it's an indicator, right? Indicator, it's in your chapter acids, bases and salts, CBSE. Which of the following stages in the life history of silk moth produces silk fibers? Silk fibers is produced in which stage? Obviously it's the cocoon stage. Cocoon. Obviously its answer is C. Cocoon. This is pupa, this is egg, this is a silk moth. So only it's cocoon. Here, this is the answer. Next, the given diagram shows a series of images of a moving ball captured by a camera. The ball was moving at a constant velocity and the images were taken at a constant rate of 10 per second. What is the speed of the ball? Just visualize the thing. Distance is given as 15 meters. 15 meter and the ball's 10 per second. 10 per second. What do you mean by 10 per second? Just visualize the situation. 10 balls are moving per second. What is the speed of the ball? The answer is 30 meter per second. 10. The temperature at which no more energy can be removed from the matter is called. No more energy can be removed from the matter is called as dash. This one it's in your ICSE syllabus, I guess, the matter chapter. Okay. I don't know. Correct. Yeah. Answer is obviously absolute zero. Absolute zero is the answer. In a pressure kerosene stove, we pump kerosene and convert it into vapors. The vapors are then ignited. Which of the following statement is true? Okay. It is a chemical change, it's a physical change. One is physical change, two is chemical change. Both 1 and 2 are physical changes, both 1 and 2 are chemical changes. What might be the answer? Please guess. Obviously it is B. See, change of state of matter is a physical change, you know. When you melt ice, you can again freeze it to make it ice cube again when ice melts, right? Similarly, this thing also, the kerosene is converted into vapors. You can bring back the vapors into kerosene form. Simple. Which of the following substances are present in a higher percentage in the exhaled air than in inhaled air? Okay, CO2, oxygen, nitrogen. Okay. Obviously, the answer is carbon dioxide and water vapor. You know that in your respiration chapter. Study the given setup of the experiment. You will observe that lime water in test tube B turns milky, lime water in test tube C turns milky, potassium hydroxide solution in test tube A turns red, and temperature in the flask will go down. What might be the observation in the study of the above experiment is the question asked here. So the answer is lime water in test tube C turns milky. Achiever section, the last section for NSO. A painter leans his back against a painted wall while looking into a 1 meter long mirror at the opposite end of the rectangular room as shown in the given figure. How much of the painted wall can he see through the given mirror? Okay, 1 meter long, obviously the size of the mirror will come the double of the size of the mirror. 2 meter long, 1 meter long mirror, painted wall is present there. How much of the painted wall can you see? Can you see through the mirror is the given question asked. So the answer is 2 meter. 2 meter. The given diagram shows the plants of the same species. Refer to the diagram and answer the following questions. Which arrow indicates a process that would not lead to sexual reproduction? Okay. Pollination is the Y arrow. Yeah, Y arrow. Stamen, pistil, you know this thing, right? In your reproduction in plants chapter, it's there. So just visualize the situation. Which of the following cannot be a type of sexual reproduction? So it's actually Y arrow. Okay, there are two options here given as 1 equals Y. Now which arrow represents a type of pollination that would result in greater adaptability of the particular species to potential environmental changes? So the pollen grains are transferred from stamen to pistil. That is the right answer. So C is the answer. Next we'll come to IMO. This thing we had discussed it in the last class. You might know this. Rearrange the following letters to make a meaningful English word and then choose the category to which it belongs. So frog. Frog is an animal. B is the answer. Okay. Joy wants to save ₹50 to buy a pair of roller blades. He plans to save ₹2 in the first month, ₹4 in the second month, ₹6 in the third month, and ₹8 in the fourth month. If he continues to this saving pattern, then how many months will Joy take to save ₹50? That's the question. Very simple, I guess. It's very simple. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 30 will come here. See the pattern in the table of total saving. 10, 12, so 42. 12, 14. 14 means it will become 56. Okay. So how many months does he need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So answer is again B. Triangle equals square, triangle square equals circle, triangle equals 50. Using the given diagram above, which of the following statements are true? So the number of triangles are greater than number of squares, or circle is greater than number of triangles, number of square is greater than circle, number of triangle is greater than lesser than square, number of triangle is lesser than circle. So answer is obviously number of circles are greater than number of squares. number of triangles. No, sorry, lesser than number of triangles. Triangles is the greatest here, because each of the triangle represents 50. Know that, right? 50 plus something, right? Greatest thing. Next, according to the diagram, how many students have more than one favorite type of book? Just count the middle thing. Here it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 students is the answer. D. D is the answer. In Parul's garden there are 25 rows of vegetables. She has 5 more rows of pepper than tomatoes and 2 fewer rows of cucumbers than tomatoes. If y represents the number of rows of tomatoes in the garden, then which number sentence can be used to find how many rows of each vegetable were planted? The answer, it's in form of an algebraic expression. So just find which is the the algebraic equation, not expression. So just use the variables and constants to find out which of the following algebraic equation represents the above situation well. So the answer obviously is D. Y plus 5 plus y minus 2 plus y equals 25. Next, which of the following figures have at least 2 lines of symmetry? This has 2 lines of symmetry. Even this figure has more than 2 lines of symmetry. This one also has 2 lines of symmetry. This one also has 2 lines of symmetry. So answer is D. All the figures have 2 lines of symmetry. Okay. Next, subtract 29.376 from the sum of 85.75 and 5.9. This is very easy. You can do operations, basic operations. Yeah, the answer is 62.275. Next, the 5-day forecast for the South Pole lists the lowest temperatures in Fahrenheit as -24, -28, -29, -25 and -30. Which choice shows the temperatures in order from the lowest to the highest? Lowest temperature to the highest temperature. Just arrange the following in Fahrenheit. The temperature should be arranged in the increasing order of their magnitude. Therefore, the answer for this question will be C. -30 is lesser than -29 is lesser than -28 is lesser than -25 is lesser than -24. What is the value of the given equation? Use bond mass, that's all. You'll get the answer. So here the answer is D, 66. Mohit is selling candy bars. He has chocolate bars, nut bars and mint bars. If a customer buys 2 bars and the bars are not of the same type, then how many types of different combinations are possible? This is a mental ability question. Okay, just read the question carefully. He has chocolate bar, nut bar, mint bar. If a customer buys 2 bars and the number of bars are not of the same type, okay, so which of the following combinations are possible? How many different combinations are possible? So just combinations. You should think in a logical way to answer this question. You can substitute something. You can solve this question when you can practice these kind of questions because it's very important. Okay, the answer is 3. Only 3 is possible because he has a chocolate bar, nut bar and mint bar. Only 3 different combinations can occur. Either you can have chocolate bar and nut bar, either you can have nut bar and mint bar, or you can have chocolate bar and mint bar. So only 3 combinations can happen. That's all. Vinata can type 28 words per minute. At this rate, how many words can she type in 5.5 minutes? Substitute 28 per minute. So 28 into 5.5 we should do that, sir. 1 second, Pramod is calling. Hello, Pramod, I am taking. Okay, no. The answer for this is the 11th question. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 154. Hello, Pramod, I am taking class. I'll call you afterwards. Okay, let's continue. 12th question. At a school, there are 704 desks to place into 22 classrooms. If the equal number of desks is placed in each classroom, then how many desks will be there in each classroom? Substitution. Just you should substitute the values. 704 are placed in 22 classrooms. Just divide how many desks will he place in one classroom. Means, so there should be equal number of desks. You know that, right? So it's obviously the answer is 34. B. Just divide 704 by 22. As simple as that. No, it's not. See, it's 32, not 34. Sorry, I divided it wrong. A vessel has 5 liters, 120 milliliters of mango shake. How many glasses each of 40 ml capacity can be filled with it? Just convert the unit first. Okay, 5 liters, 120 ml. 5120 liters to 5.12 liter first. Convert it into milliliters and then divide by 40. So obviously the answer for this question is 128. Fill in the blanks. Opposite sides of parallelogram are equal for P and Q. PQ can be, okay, PQ is equal and parallel. Opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal and parallel. And quadrilateral having only one pair of opposite sides is a trapezium. And then a parallelogram having all sides equal is called a rhombus. So option C is the correct answer. 15th one, last question. Study the statements. Numbers having more than 2 factors are known as composite numbers, and numbers having for which all sum of all factors is equal to twice the number is called as a perfect number. So which of the following statement is true? You have to find out, that's all. The answer for this is both statements are true, that's all. Next we'll come to Cyber Olympiad. Select a figure from the options which is in which the figure X is exactly embedded as one of its parts. Okay, you can see A. The same thing is embedded here. So A is the answer. The given equations are solved on the basis of a certain system. Okay, this is very easy. 12 minus 5 is 7. 7 into 12 is 84. 10 minus 5 is 5. 5 into 10 is 50. 8 minus 5 is 3. 3 into 8 is 24. And 6 minus 5 is question 1. 6 minus 5 is 1. 1 into 6 is 6. So option C is the answer. Next, select a figure from the options which will complete the pattern. This is an octagon. What is the figure here? So this part will be obviously shaded. So obviously the answer is this thing, C. Next, there is a certain relationship between the figures 1 and 2. Establish a similar relationship between figure 3 and 4 by selecting a figure from the options which will replace the question mark in the given figure. Okay, which figure will replace question mark given below? So here it can be, I think uh, it's C. Yes, it's C, because here also the figure bases that this thing is there, na? This is called as a base. Bases meet the top part of the figure meet together. So only the point on the triangle, the edge, the vertex, top vertex on the triangle meet. Therefore, it's C, option C. If cloud is called rain, rain is called tree, tree is called axe, axe is called house, then house is called mason, then from which of the following wood is obtained? Obviously, it's axe. Axe is the answer, because they have said here that tree is called as axe. Therefore, it's axe. Which of the following operators combine two string constants? Okay, two string constants. So obviously it's plus. There is no such symbol called as plus plus. So this is wrong. Into it won't combine. Minus it won't combine. So answer is plus. Windows 7 can be run on both A and B, 32-bit and 64-bit. In an MS Word table, which key is used to move to the next cell? Which key? Which key is used to move to the next cell in the table? That is option A, tab, obviously, tab, variation. The software program that acts as an interface between the user and WW, World Wide Web, is, that's email. Answer is email. Which of the following is a volatile memory? You should know what is volatile memory. Otherwise, you won't be able to guess the answer. Answer is B. So let's learn what's a volatile memory. Okay. What do you mean by volatile memory? What is a volatile memory? It's a type of storage where contents are erased when the system's power is turned off or interrupted. So, for example, you are typing on MS Word, okay, MS Word. You have not saved it. If on a computer, PC, not on a laptop, if you just remove the plug, what happens? The computer turns off, or power supply is cut in the middle. So what happens? All the data is erased. So such type of data is stored in RAM. RAM is random access memory. Okay, memory. So what happens? All the data will get erased. Therefore, RAM is the answer. Next, as soon as Windows starts up and you log in, you see the desktop. Desktop means not that desktop, not PC. This is called as desktop menu. To switch between the running applications, dash in Windows 7. What will you use to switch between applications, running applications? Is the question asked here. It's B, press and hold alt and press tab, that's all. And 13th one, what is the difference between volatile and non-volatile memory? I said what is volatile. Volatile, it loses its content, that is erasing of the contents. So option is B, C, very easy. Next, achiever section. This thing we had actually what we had solved it in the NCO session last week. So CLS, clear screen. Input A is given as 1. So input is given as 1. Input B is given as 5. Sum of 5 and 1 is 6. 6. Sum average is equals to sum by 2. So 3. Average is 3. print sum is given as sum equals the output we have to find, right? Sum is equals to 6 and average is equals to 3. Average is equal to 3. So answer is A. The output will be displayed like this. Next, transition effect. Transition effect deals with the entrance and exit of a slide in a slideshow. Which of the following categories of transition is depicted in the given image of MS PowerPoint 2010? So we have to see the categories where these transition effects are found in MS Office 2010 PowerPoint. So the answer is B. It is found in exciting transition effect category. Now we'll start with the English Olympiad. The magician had cleverly concealed several rabbits in his hat. It is not cleverfully. Cleverness, it's there, but it won't suit this sentence. Cleverly will suit. Cleverity is not there. So answer is C. Correct. Practice makes a man perfect. I have heard this thing. Second question done. Third one. Pick out the odd phrase. Take off. Take off can be. Take on. It can be. Take up is not. It's there. Take it. So we have to just pick up the odd phrase. Okay. It's take it. It's not a phrase. Take it is not a phrase. Take off, take on, take up is a phrase. That's all. Choose the right spelling for the given sentence. The weather. What's the spelling of weather? Weather means the climate, something related to that. So it's WEATHER. Next, choose the odd pair. Cooking utensils, painting canvas, sailing anchor, mountaineering paddle. Obviously, the odd pair is mountaineering paddle. It's not paddle. Don't ever think like that. Choose a part of the sentence that has an error. This history test is so difficult. As I think, I am going to fail. No error. As I thought, it's not as I think. So B is the answer. Choose the incorrect sentence. So yeah. How long have you been knowing him? That is incorrect. We'll select this option for now. Have you ever been to Burma is correct. Was anybody injured in the accident is correct. When was the telephone invented is correct. Choose the right word. We are not staying in Delhi right now. Not staying. Obviously. English Olympiad, everybody will get it right. Noodles were made using, this is a passage, we have to answer the questions based on the modern days. Noodles are made of wheat flour. Before it was made by millets and grains. We know that noodles were made thousands of years ago in China because and so go back to this thing. The yellow strands, they were found in a pot in Lydia along the Yellow River. The oldest noodles have been discovered in China is the answer. Relevant answer. Now spoken and written expression. Asha, why are you in such a hurry to go home today? Tara, what is Tara's reply? I am sure you are eager to see her. See her is given. So what it might be? You should think. I will go when I like. No, that is not. Going to my home is not difficult because my sister will come with me. Oh, this is something. This can be the answer or cannot be the answer. I don't know. It is not the answer. My aunt is coming home. Yeah, aunt can be her. So it's correct. She is correct. Arun, where were you yesterday? I had come home and I found it locked. Arun, Asif, I hope you found her hale and hearty. Which can be the answer? Answer is I had gone to visit my grandmother along with my parents. Okay, that's right. 13th one. The Amazon River is the largest river in the world and with the total river flow greater than the next 10 largest rivers combined. Sentence 2 question mark. Sentence 3 because of the vast dimensions it is sometimes called a river sea. However, in terms of length it is shorter than yes, that is correct. Okay, length it's wider. Largest means widest river, but in length it's shorter than the Nile because longest river in the world is Nile. Choose the best option to complete. Each of the students dash into the principal's room. Were been called, have been called, has been called, or are been called. Answer is has been called. Each is given so only. Subject verb agreement. What does a blessing in disuse mean? What do you mean by a blessing in disuse? Answer is something good that isn't recognized at the first. Blessing in disguise. Disguise means invisible. Something good that isn't recognized at the first. So thank you guys. If any doubts you can reach us at alvatrishir@gmail.com. This was just a problem discussion session. I didn't discuss the answers in detail because I want you people to solve the questions thoroughly, okay, and understand the concept behind it. We will discuss these questions in detail in the coming next class or next Olympiad session. So please do attend the Sunday's Menti quiz. Till then, tata, bye bye.